Hi Taurus, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is a weekly reading for, if you can believe it, August 30th through September 5th. We are entering the Burr months. I can't believe it. This year's gone so fast. And this is sort of an interesting still kind of week, because the moon is void, of course, in the beginning of the week, and then it moves into Cancer. It's kind of like that homey feeling where you want to have tea with honey, maybe some soup, call mom, you know, take long hot baths, a walk among the trees. Like, it's really that comfortable feeling, Taurus. And right now in Virgo season, fellow Earth for you, I think that might feel really comfortable. And so being at home, right? Taking care of yourself. Okay, so I was just shuffling. I'm going to use two decks today. The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I just shuffled that for you and pulled Chop Wood. So yeah, doing stuff at home, taking care of things, right? I said it last week, feeding the dog, playing with the kids, taking care of business, that kind of stuff. We're also going to use Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Katrine Welch-Stein. I used this last week and I'm vibing with it. So I decided I'm going to use that again this week. So let's go ahead and start shuffling with those. I'm going to lay your 9-card spread today, and we will talk about the bottom of the deck and read horizontally, vertically, and big picture. So stay with me, all right? How are you, Taurus? I would love it if you would leave me some comments. Let me know about you. Introduce yourself. Okay, first card popped out. I shuffled these, by the way, plenty before I started the camera. So I feel pretty solid. We'll do maybe one or two more. And I'm going to lay out your 9. So let's do what we do. If you would, settle in with me, Taurus. And start to relax your body so that you can feel a little bit better. Take some time for yourself. 3 deep cleansing breaths. Yeah, that feels really good. It just feels good. Brings down the cortisol. Helps us relax. Relax the spine and the shoulders. Love that. Makes us feel better. We have 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, King of Wands. Okay. Then the 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I'm going to show you each card, of course. The 10 of Wands, the High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, the 2 of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to take a really quick look at this while you're chilling, getting relaxed, taking some deep breaths. Feel like maybe you're holding yourself back a little bit. You're feeling pretty burdened right now for some reason. Something's been difficult. Hard work, you know. And maybe you just need some time alone, but maybe you feel a little guilty about it because you've got this family card right in the center of your reading, the 10 of Cups, and I think you really want to maybe just have some time to yourself. And this is a good week to do it in Virgo season. Remember, the Virgo card in the tarot is the Hermit. During Virgo season, it's ruled by Mercury, so it's definitely a very thought-provoking time. But we consider everything. We consider all the details of the things that we want to improve, and then we work on them step by step. And that's really this card, Chop Wood, right? Chop wood, it comes from the Buddhist, chop wood, carry water kind of mantra. It's really about just keep on keeping on, and through that, you use that as your spiritual walk, that no matter what you do, feeding the kids, petting the dog, taking care of the bills, all of those things are in and of themselves kind of a spiritual practice. And we don't realize that, but when you do live life that way, and you can see the beauty in all work, all play, everything that we do, then you can stay within the spirit of joy, really. So I really love that principle. It says, being grounded in everyday experience. Humility, having humility, right? There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Is that Virgo season or what? Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane acts of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be, to let nature take its course, is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity, right? We're putting it out there, right? But then we gotta let it go and let it run its due course. Yeah? So it puts you, taking your attention away from your goal actually helps to bring you into a state of receptivity. That means allowance, yin energy. Virgo season is yin energy. And if we allow it, this week we have the moon in Cancer 3 days this week in the middle of the week. That's very receptive energy. Allowing it to come in. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachments. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moment, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. I love that so much for you, Taurus. You know, this is kind of your bread and butter. You do this kind of every day of your life, right? But this is taking some time out for you, and that's what I saw when I first looked at this spread today. I'm going to show you each and every card. Let's talk about the bottom of the deck first. This is kind of what's going on internally, subconsciously with you right now. And I think you are trying to make a decision about what to do next when something in your life comes to close. A closure on something that you're aware of, and now making a decision about where to go next, what to do next. Two of Wands. You got your world in your hands. You are manifesting the next part of your path. Two of Swords, making a decision about it. Listening to this opinion or that opinion, you know, or maybe being in two minds about something. Yes, no. You're still sitting in the maybe. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. It's a totally perfect time to do that right now, because you're coming to some type of accomplishment, a kind of moment in life where you stop and go, okay, well, I finished that. That season is good. That season has ended. The new season is here, right? We're entering into the Burr months, stepping our toe into autumn, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. Hey, Australia! How you guys doing? So anyway, yeah, I think maybe making choices about allowing certain things to close and opening up to the idea of the new chapter. So that's kind of where you're sitting internally, right? Okay. So thinking about it. Thinking about a decision and thinking about where you're going. Yeah. And meanwhile, chopping wood, carrying water. Chopping wood, carrying water. It's very peaceful, isn't it? The simple acts that we do, they're very peaceful. So let's go through this. We have Two of Cups. I'm seeing love and relationships here. I think you have someone in your life you love very much. I think you might be feeling a little hemmed in, though. Maybe having to do so much of this. And instead of seeing it as a spiritual practice, the work that you have to do, your daily routines, maybe it's just been feeling a bit like a burden, been burdensome. Hard work is hard work, right? No matter what. So you have this here, but I think this reading is asking you to change your mindset about it and see it more as a spiritual practice, right? Because you love this person, but you're a little hemmed in and you're kind of keeping yourself from doing what you really want to do, right? There's like this burning energy inside of you, right? This King of Wands energy, and it's like you're at the point where you know you want to take action on the new path, because the new path I see right here on the bottom of the deck, what's internal, subconscious, that you're trying to make a decision about, okay? And by the way, it could be making a trip somewhere. You may be wanting to go somewhere. Maybe that's why you're feeling a little cagey, right, with this card. But you're with someone in your life, and there is something you want, and you're feeling like you're not able to do it right now. Maybe the time is not right now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Taurus. You know, Virgo season, you know, let's slow down and get things in order and go down the list. and chop wood and carry water, but do it in a way that just brings peace back into your day so that you can feel the reverence in those acts, the reverence in the everyday, the small things. It's when we can appreciate the small things, right? So 4 of Pentacles, maybe you're trying to save money and, you know, it's been a bit of a burden. It's been a bit hard, maybe with the fam, you know, trying to do the family budget, trying to take care of everything and everyone. This is the center of your reading today, the 10 of Cups, right? And this is the happy life. This is, you know, being with the people you love. So we're going to go down the vertical, and I'm going to show you what I mean by feeling a little hemmed in, though. All right, on the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. There's something very deep inside of you that's kind of giving you a nudge. It's trying to help you realize through the little things that you're doing that there is more. There is adventure out there. And it's like knocking on your door a little bit. Like the world is a really big place, and there's going to be a time soon where you're going to be able to venture out, right? Out of that feeling, it's coming, where you're going to feel just fantastic about things, right? 9 of Pentacles, like on top of the world, feeling good about yourself, really confident, and really, really motivated. The Knight of Swords goes on a crusade. It's like, I know what I want and I'm doing it. I want to say something. I've got something to say. Going forward and feeling confident about saying it. And maybe with these 3 cards, there's something that you haven't said, right? With the High Priestess is often silent. It's silent knowledge. It's a kind of knowledge that almost doesn't have words. It's spiritual awareness, isn't it? Mindfulness. It's a deep knowing. And yet it can be silent. And this is the opposite, the Knight of Swords. So to me, it's like something maybe you're not talking about that is resonating very deeply within you. And it has to do with you. You, yourself, and you, Taurus, with the 9 of Pentacles in the center here. Because it's a very individualistic type of card. And there's something you want to do. And you want to do it for you. And you're trying to make the decision. It's like you don't want to be selfish. You're considering your family, but there's something inside of you, this deep, passionate thing. The vertical, let's do that. 2 of Cups, you love someone very much. This could be anyone in your life. You know who I'm talking about, right? Whoever comes to your mind, you know, right? It's the person you love that you're with, your partner maybe, a best friend, if you're living with roommates, it could be anyone, okay? But also the whole family, 10 of Cups. And, you know, the happiness that you're trying to have with the people in your life that you love. But you have been holding back, trying to save money, trying to stay frugal, prudent, safe, whatever. But there's something deep inside you kind of want to talk about, right? You're holding back right now. By the way, there's a ship on this card. That's interesting to me. I am definitely seeing travel, okay, with these cards and making a decision about traveling. And that's why I said, if you're feeling a little cagey, like haven't we all felt that way since the beginning of 2020? Like life changed. Everything was upended, and we don't even know how to do community right now. Or how to do it safely, how to do it smartly, how to do it with as much consideration of others as, you know, fulfilling our own needs to connect. Right? It's like this weird dichotomy right now. Okay, so a little caged in. I mean, you're okay, you're good, like you're solid, 10 of Cups. You know that you have people you love, people that love you. But you're wanting to do something on your own a bit, right? Maybe it's just that feeling. There's something I want to do. With the King of Wands, it's like, yeah, you can see the energy with the red in this card. It's, wearing red. Feeling you, Taurus. So here, but right, and it's like, it's a good thing, but it's like it's heavy. It's heavy on your mind. You can't make a decision about it. There's something you want with the King of Wands. The King of Wands knows what he wants. That is the hallmark of the King of Wands. And he takes action on it. But there's a heavy weight on you because of it. And because you need to say it. You need to talk about it with the Knight of Swords. It's like it's going to weigh on you, and it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier until you do this Knight of Swords. Talk about it, right? So whatever it is that you want to do, you are in the center, you're thinking of your family. There are people you have in your life that you love. You're just a bit caged in, and you really want to do something, man. You want to do it, right? Big energy here, wanting to do something. You're keeping it inside. It's kind of on lockdown a little bit. Maybe you just want to go on vacation, but it's like you're doing the books and you realize you don't have the money, and so you don't know how to talk about it. But it's like, I want to do something for me. That's just, for me, like it could be anything. Okay, it could be anything. And you want to take it forward. It's like, I got to tell you, I got to talk to somebody about it. So whatever it is, internally, you're working on taking the path and making the decision because it's time. When we get to the World card, it's like, yeah, I know it's time. It's time. I've come full circle on this. I know that I know, and I'm going to say it. I need to. So Taurus, whatever that is for you, it isn't selfish. It isn't like people won't understand what you want to do, and maybe it's, again, just, doing something on your own, and if you're feeling a little caged in, don't we all? But right now, while you're being, careful, prudent, saving your money, whatever, right this minute, this week, with these 3 days of the moon in Cancer, when you're thinking about stuff and you're kind of inward in Virgo season, chop wood, carry water, like the Buddhist, right? And what I mean by that is appreciate every little thing that you're doing and ask yourself why you're doing it. Because that's what this card means. It's actually having reverence for every minute of every day, despite all the little things that we do that feel very mundane and almost meaningless. They're not meaningless. They're incredibly meaningful, because whatever the habits that you do, the way you spend your time every day, you're doing it for a reason and an intention. And if you can remember that, then you can have reverence for it. And appreciate the time that you have every single day to do those simple little things. This week, with the moon in Cancer, it's all about the simple pleasures. A good cup of tea, a nice bowl of soup, call your mom. It's that. All right? I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude every single day this week. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel, and I will talk to you again next week. Thanks, Taurus.